that is what we're drinking tonight. That is definitely red. Let's get it out there right now. It's definitely a red beer. This is another version of the Red X IPA. I've done a few versions of now. This is the latest one. So, it smells really good. I mean, it smells absolutely amazing. But let me tell you what's in it first, okay? So it's Red X malt, 86.5%. So just the majority is obviously the Red X malt, and that's what gives it that colour. And as we know, we've used this malt quite a number of times. Really love it. Really like it. It's pretty intense, but it just adds so much to the beer. And the only other fermentable in there is some liquid extract, which is 13.4% it's in here. So that's just the little jars, which I actually got another couple today, which is basically a couple of them little things. They're more for baking and stuff like that, but I put them into the beer because it works. So that's it. That's all the fermentables that's in that. So it's just the two. In terms of the hops, this is where it gets interesting. Columbus to bitter with. So I'm bittering with Columbus. Got a little bag at the craft beer festival, and I'm just like now in love with Columbus again because it's just brilliant. It's the best bittering hop, I think, for me, definitely for IPAs in particular. So we got the Columbus going in, and then we've got 3 hops going in at 10 minutes, going in for hop stand and to dry hop with, and that is Cascade, Simcoe and Talus. Cascade, Simcoe and Talus. Cascade, Simcoe and Talus. Going in at various levels. I'll put the recipe in the description, you can have a look at it. But it's basically an ounce. It's 28 grams, so that is an ounce. So not 25 grams, not 27 or 29. 28 is an ounce. I'm guessing that's why it's like that. So it's an ounce at 10 minutes, an ounce of each, an ounce at 10 at flame out, and yeah, a couple of 2 ounces, it looks like, for the dry hop. So in total, that's 346 grams worth of hops in like a 20 litre batch, 21 litres, whatever it was. So it should be enough to get something of it, I should think. So as I said, the red, it's not totally clear, but I mean it's fine. It's a little bit hazy in there. It'll probably drop clear, I'm sure, with another week or so on it, but it's only been in the keg maybe 2 weeks at the most, so we needed to get a review done. Okay, it's looking, I'm really impressed with the colour, but what do you expect when you do use Red X malt? It's gonna be red, okay. The head is a little kind of off-white colour. There's not a massive amount of it. Plenty of bubbles going up, but it looks kind of, what is in there looks fairly creamy. So okay, in terms of the aroma, as the whole time I've been holding this, I just get this aroma of it, which is really, it's really familiar. It actually smells, this is going to sound crazy, but it smells a bit like Ribena. So anyone that's not from these parts, Ribena is like this blackcurrant juice drink, and that's kind of what that smells like, or at least that's the kind of thing it conjures up in my head. I think it's the malt. A lot of it is to do with the malt. So that Red X malt, you get a very sweet aroma of it. Added to that, those hops, Simcoe. I mean, Simcoe would probably, sometimes you get a little bit of a berry note off Simcoe. Cascade is straight down the line, grapefruit, bit of citrus, and then Talus is like half a dozen different things. A lot of grapefruit as well, though. So maybe it is notes of grapefruit in there, but with the that combination of the malt in there, which is really intense. It's it smells magnificent. Okay, I'm going in for a drink. Cheers. Doesn't taste like Ribena. First thing I notice is the bitterness. The bittering is something like, it's not crazy. It's 56. It's 56 IBU, but it's not. It's noticeable, but it's not kind of. It's not going over the top. I tend to stick to below 60 now. Unless you're brewing something crazy big, in which case you need a little bit extra. This is 5.3% as well too. So yeah, the bitterness is in there, which makes it interesting. It's got a kind of medium body. The finish is kind of medium as well. There is like something in there. I think it's probably the bitterness. It's not really super dry or anything like that, but there is a certain dryness on it, but I think it might just be the bitterness. There's definitely a bit of sweetness as well too. As it's going down. Really nice sweet flavour, and then you get hit by the bitterness afterwards. And the flavour on it is... It's definitely... There is definitely grapefruit in there. There's definitely some kind of citrusy notes, zesty kind of flavours as well. And then there's the malt. And that malt is in there, fighting for supremacy as always with Red Ox malt. It really wants its cake, and it wants to eat it as well. I've done this recipe a few times, changed the hops around a little bit, and every time I do it, I always think I could probably throw more hops into this. And it's only because that bloody Red X malt is so intense. I really do love that combination though between that really intense malt and the hop flavours. So I'm wondering how far you can push it before it, goes over the edge. Because you want the kind of... I do want the malt flavour in there. I think it's always going to be in there. But I'll keep pushing it. I'm putting another bit of hops in, another bit of hoppage. And it's taking it and it's running with it. And I'm just wondering how far can I actually push it. But again, it's really good. It's really good. I mean, I've already got half the pint down me, and it's too easy to drink. It's just too easy to drink. It's very nice. It's on a par with all the other ones I've done, I think. I like that hop combination as well too, which is good because I've got those hops and spades at the minute. Loving that Columbus bittering with it. Even if, I mean, in this beer it's only like 10 grams at 60 minutes. That's all. But yet it still gives you, on top, as well as the bitterness, you definitely get some kind of flavour off that as well. Which is that big, dirty, dank kind of Columbus flavour. Which is perfect when you're bittering with. I think, because it just adds it. It's that kind of base, gives you a base from which to work with. It's like cooking, you know. It's like you're cooking something. You need the onions in there. You need your onions and your garlic in there, and then maybe whatever else you want. If you're feeling really fancy, a bit of cumin and coriander in there. That's basically what the bittering addition is. It's not just for bittering though. It's definitely giving you that base flavor that you can build from. That's really good. That's really good. I don't know that it's as good as the Red X IPA, but it is very good. I only really started drinking it after the Red X kicked, and it's one of those beers where, you know, you pour yourself a pint, you go inside, like 10 minutes later I seem to be coming back out here for another beer, and then it kind of goes on like that, and then you just end up getting really trolleyed. But that's how nice it is. There's a slightest little taste there I got of like Coca-Cola, that kind of caramelly taste. Just on my tongue and then off again. Very nice, really very nice. So yeah, that is another good beer that we've knocked off. So I think I'm pretty much out of Red X now. I'm already considering buying more of it. We'll have to wait and see, but that is absolutely spot on. So really like that. Really like that. Anyway, cheers. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. See you next week. It's definitely red. Okay, it's definitely red. Let's agree on that before anything. So hello, happy Homebrew Wednesday. This is a Red X IPA. This is yet another Red X IPA I've done. I really like them. I really like a red hoppy beer. It just works. I like a black hoppy beer as well, to be fair. And I kind of like a normal hoppy beer, so I think maybe it's the hops rather than the malts, but that's another conversation for another day. Hello, happy Homebrew Wednesday. Let's not have that conversation again. Let's not. Look, it's red. How the fuck am I going to start this? Hold on.